Let's sit comfortably, feet on the ground, back straight, and body as still as possible. Let's withdraw our mind from everything. We've been working hard for ages. Rarely do we experience rest of the mind. It's time to get some real rest for the mind and the body. Authoritatively order your mind to let go of work, responsibilities, past, people, home, body, gadgets, everything. And choose to not be disturbed by the mind that does not obey the master. When the master remains calm, undisturbed, the mind will obey. I, the soul, order my mind again to fly away, far away, amidst nature, where I am surrounded by tall mountains, greenery, clean lake, just absorbing the natural beauty of the scene in front of me relaxes me. What is it in the nature that comforts me, that touches my inner core? Why can't I feel this comfort every time? It's because we rarely take out time for ourselves to be in solitude, in silence, where we are not doing anything. It's in stillness that we can see the goodness in us. Whole day the mind is complaining, crying, disapproving. With such a disturbed mind, we cannot see our inner beauty, nor can we see the beauty of others and our life. So meditation is a practice where I nourish my inner core, where I learn to love myself, where I educate my mind that my love is consistent, my life is beautiful, that all mountains are a symbol of my courage, strength, my daring quality. The greenery remind me of my ever happy state. The clarity in the lake is a reflection of my purity, honesty. I, the soul, has no hidden agenda and selflessly, like nature, I can give, and give. I don't need anything. I'm a river of love, a mountain of courage, and luscious green trees of happiness. I need nothing. I need nothing. I need nothing. Every being in this webinar is abundant in peace and love. Every being in my city is abundant in peace and love. Every being in our world is abundant in peace and love. Thank you, dear God, for making me abundant in peace and in love. Welcome everyone once again to parenting series Sustaining Kids with Love. Indeed, love is the most valuable gift we can give to our kids. You know, every other gift they are capable of getting by themselves or receiving by themselves. But all of those gifts become easily attainable by the kids when they receive the nourishing gift of love from their parents. And this gift is such that it's not something that we give once in a while. They should actually experience this gift at every moment of their life, right? I mean, it should be that once in a while we take out the time for them to experience our love. It should be a given. It should be like a protection for the family. So if we sometimes feel as a parent that we are not able to love the kids, that we are actually feeling a little bit of discomfort, anger, frustration, irritation, worry, fear, whatever that negative feeling, uncomfortable feeling might be, then it's good to check. It's good to check, why is love not flowing at this moment? In this world, love has become very conditional. very transient, and very limited. And the most beautiful relationship, the child and parent bonding, also has become more like a bondage where love is not flowing like a gush river anymore. And indeed, parenting becomes very, very difficult, very hard, very complex. And we say it's very difficult to parent today's kids. Indeed, it is. When there is no love, everything becomes very difficult. And nobody would say that I don't love my family, I don't love my kids. Indeed, we do. But there is something, some kind of pollution in that love, or that love is not really immersed. It's somewhere deep in the subconscious, but the conscious mind is not experiencing it. So, in this series, we will try to immerse that love that is flowing at every moment of our life towards our kids. So, we will start today's class with really focusing on pillars of loving relationship, and then we will start building upon it. So, what is the basis of love always flowing? In fact, these are not just the pillars, but they are also kind of us, for us to check and see whether our love is really showing in every direction. Then these four pillars would really exist in our life all the time. Even if one pillar shakes, our love shakes. It becomes transient or conditional, limited, selfish, polluted. Then indeed the whole raising the kids become very, very difficult. So the first aspect of love is respect. And this respect has to be at a very, very deep level, and we will talk about that in few minutes. So where there is love, there is always respect for the other person. And respect is a very deep form, very, very deep form. It's not just at the etiquette level where I'm talking well, I am behaving well. It's at a much more deeper level. And real love always empowers and strengthens the other person. It will never make it dependent. It will never want it to be, where you're controlling them or you're very possessive of them. Love frees others. A love that can free the others is the one which is empowering, which will nourish the child. But if I am very possessive, suppose I get jealous that the child loves their grandparents or my partner more or their friends more, it means my love is not empowering. To some extent, I want the child's attention only on me. It's a polluted form of love. Where there is love, you will find quality time throughout the day. There will never be any kind of excuse that I don't have time. I am too busy. I need rest for my body. I need to do work. I have this, I have that. And that is why I don't have time for the kids. I would love to wake them up early in the morning. I would love to do this. I would love to sit with them and have dinner. But I don't have time. There will be no such excuse. Where there is love, you will figure out a way to find quality time because you understand the importance of how important this relationship is, and nothing else is higher priority. When the priorities are clear, finding time for your top priority becomes very easy. But when the priorities are not clear, then finding time is very difficult. We'll find excuses, we will complain, but we will not be able to find time. And finally, this is not the last one, but where there is love, we will always give happiness to our kids. And this is also a very deep concept. We might all say, indeed, everything what parents are doing is for the happiness of the kids. We are working, we are cooking, we are driving them. Everything is indeed to give them happiness. But it's important to take few moments and check in the night. If I am doing so much, I'm spending so much time in empowering them, in giving them happiness, and I'm also very respectful, then are kids experiencing love? If they are experiencing love, then you would certainly experience their love back. But if we are not experiencing love while we are spending time with them, while we are doing things for them, which we claim we are doing to empower them, to give them happiness, then there is some mixture in that love. There is some burden in that love. And we need to understand that, because when these four pillars are intact, love really flows like a gush river in that relationship. And just one person's love, we don't even need every family member to give this kind of love. At Brahma Kumaris, we are always taught things that are simple. On your own, you should be able to manage it. And when we are able to keep these four pillars intact, whether others do it or not does not matter. But if you are able to keep these pillars intact, then that family will become a happy family. And what you will see is that each member of the family is now creating these four pillars. They are also now working hard to respect you deeply, to empower you in every possible way. They want to spend quality time with you, and they are giving happiness back to you. It might take some time for this to happen, because it takes time to build these pillars in a strong manner. Right now, we have all the pillars. I believe each parent is doing all of this, but the strength of the pillar, the quality of the material with which this pillar is made, is not very strong. Sometimes one pillar shakes, sometimes the other pillar shakes, and love is not reaching the kids. And that is why family becomes a burden. Otherwise, there is no other better thing than to be in the blanket of love with your family. This is such a nourishing thing. You don't need vacations, you don't need anything. Just few moments with family, not even doing anything, will make you experience bliss. But when these four pillars are not strong, family becomes a burden. So let's go a bit deeper to understand these pillars. Now, the first pillar, respect. At Brahma Kumaris, we are taught that respect is not just at the etiquette level, and never ever before, for me, anybody, neither a book nor anyone has taught me this level of respect like I learned here at Brahma Kumaris. And now, after learning that, I understood why it is so hard to change yourself when you're working only at your word and action level. Majority of us only try to change our words. We understand that our family, our kids don't like certain words. They get mad because we are talking to them with some kind of disrespect. So we try to tell ourselves again and again, Meghna, don't say these words, don't do these things. So we try to change ourselves at the exterior level only. But interior, what is the inner being saying? What is the soul thinking? What is the soul feeling? We don't change that. So if somewhere inside of me, I don't respect my kids or my family, that reaches them a lot faster than my words ever will. And we generally are not looking at this level. We might even very quickly say, hey, obviously, I respect my kids. I have great thoughts about my kids. My feelings for my kids are always good. They are nice. You could say that with confidence only if you're meditating daily. Majority of us are not even aware what this mind is creating. This mind is constantly creating thoughts, and we try to diverge its attention by looking at some social media or socializing or something, some work. We don't like to listen to its stories. It is constantly talking, not only about our kids, but also about ourselves. At that point, am I able to look at my thoughts and say, every thought of mine about my child is full of respect? So, where there is respect, I would never ever give up on my child. I will never really look at their weaknesses and dwell on it. And when there is sincere, honest respect, I am saying the words only that I am thinking inside. Many times, because we know teenagers start speaking back, they don't like it when we are disrespectful at our word level. What do? Inside, we keep thinking bad about them. But outside, we will say very beautiful things. Inside, we doubt their capabilities. We think they are not going to get it. But outside, we will say, I know you understand. I know you know everything. But here, can you do this? This is not a sincere respect. This is artificial. This is a little bit of a mixture of pollution. This is not a deep form of respect. So when I have changed my thoughts and feelings, then words and actions automatically become very easy. We are doing the hard work of saying the right things, doing the right things. At Brahma Kumaris, we are taught easy method to change our thoughts and feelings. Without deep respect, respect is the deepest form of love. That basically, you never doubt anybody's potential. You never think that this person is only full of these weaknesses. Yes, each one of us has weaknesses, and as a parent, it's our responsibility to look at both the strengths and weaknesses and help them remove that weaknesses. But when I'm dwelling on those weaknesses, when day in and day out they are disturbing me, they are irritating me, they're getting me mad, then it means I don't respect their full personality. If you look at their strengths too, and if you give priority to their strengths, respect will automatically be maintained. But majority of us choose to focus on weaknesses, and wherever our attention goes, things grow. So we might have looked at only one weakness, dwelled on it. Soon we will have a laundry basket full of weaknesses. And then there is only hatred and disregard going from us to them, no matter how beautiful the words are. So the deepest form of respect develops when I choose every day to note down the strengths of my kids, and internally I dwell on that more. And with that respect, When I give them some directions to transform their weaknesses, it is received beautifully. Respect is also where you actually give them the space to be. To be means for them to make choices, to be okay with it, not having this kind of bossy attitude that whatever I am saying is the only right thing. So, this is a very beautiful quote. Our relations are not only connected by what we speak to of each other, but also depends on what we think for them. And majority of us focus on the word level and we get mad when our kids are not responding well, because they receive the vibrations of our thoughts which are disrespectful. And because kids are a lot more honest, they respond back with that disrespect. So we need to check what kind of respect do I have for my kids. Second pillar, empower. At every moment, empower the kids. This is something which we always feel that indeed we are doing everything to empowerment, to empower them. Um, but we have to check whether really are we empowering them or not. So as a parent, if I constantly feel that if my kid is not around, I don't feel good. I need them to be around to feel love, to feel peace, to feel happiness. It means I myself am drawing power from my kid. So if I am dependent on my kid to feel good, to feel powerful, I need my kids, then I cannot be the one who will empower them. The one who is dependent cannot make the other independent, right? If the other become independent, then what will happen to me? So where there is lot of dependency, attachment, in other words, such a relationship will not empower the other person. They are looking for their own benefit. They will not like it when the child is becoming more close to their friends or to someone else. They will feel insecurity. So these are all signs to check. If I am feeling jealous, if I am feeling insecure that my child is not giving me enough attention, then I have to, as a parent, ask myself, am I supposed to be dependent on my child? Am I supposed to get their attention? Am I supposed to get their love? Or is my role to give them attention, to give them that space, to give them love and happiness? Is my role to give or to take? Is my role to free them or to become dependent on them? Wherever there is dependency, there will be suffocation. There will be disempowerment. And where there is true love, you will want everything for the child to, everything that the child is doing should strengthen them. So that could be that the child might have to go a little far away for their own good, for their brighter future. A parent will not feel insecure, will not feel sad when the child has to move away. They will feel pure pride that, wow, my child, completely independent, is growing. So These are some questions. Many times, these movies, some novels, some incorrect belief systems spoil our mind and create such a polluted form of love where we feel sentimental, emotional, and we feel that is real love. You cry, obviously, I will cry. You are not with me, obviously, I will be sad. That is not real love. Indeed, when the child move away, we do miss them. But there is lot of pure pride and happiness in that missing. There is not sadness. There is only pure pride and rejoice that, wow, as a parent, I did whatever I could and the child took full benefit. What a beautiful child who's standing on their own feet independently. There will be no experience of sadness where there is real love, because empowerment is a strong component of pure selfless love. Quality time, the third pillar of building strong relationships. And like I already kind of underlined, that when it is clear to you, that this is the priority for me. My kids are my priority. It's my responsibility to nurture them with love. And love is not that is something just felt while I'm, doing few things here and there or living in the house. It does require some time to be spent with each other. And that time is not where you go and sit in a restaurant and all of you sit in your own devices, or not when you're sitting in front of the TV and watching some comedy show. That is really not quality time. Quality time is where I am just being a true friend and listening to the child, understanding them deeply, not trying to judge them or correct them, nothing. That is the kind of time we need to spend with them every day. For me, I feel strongly, this is my own personal experience. Even if you take out 5 minutes every day, 5 minutes, where you are just wanting to be with them with no other intention but to make them feel special, where they are heard completely and you don't even say a single word, maybe not even a wow, nothing. You will see that they connect to you so deeply, because it is very rare you'll find people who will listen to your core heart without any judgment, without any advice. So, as a parent, if I'm not able to find even 5 minutes every day to be like this with my child, then indeed my love is just for the sake of saying, but not in the real terms. So, I need to challenge myself again and again. If I am claiming that I love my family, then I will certainly find time. And indeed, like I said, when we are spending time, we are not trying to find their weaknesses. That is not quality time at all. And if I am also sitting and eating with my family, with my kids, it's not just eating for the sake of it. Oh wow, we make sure that we as a family eat together. That's great. That's a great first step indeed. But what is the quality in that sitting and eating? How am I feeling at that moment? Are my thoughts like, oh my gosh, if everybody finishes quickly, if they help me out, if the chores get done, then I can be happy or peaceful? So we are doing lot of things, but what is the sense of being at that particular time? So quality time is a very, very important factor This enables us to understand our child fully. It enables us to connect to them very deeply. And when this kind of bonding is built, then that child has received the most precious gift in their life, which they cannot receive, by the way, from any other relationship, is what I feel. A partner relationship is very different, but a parent child is one relationship in which love can be completely selfless, and also very nourishing, very with deep respect and hope and faith. That kind of love is rare in any other relationship but parent and child. So if as a parent I have given them this gift, that child will receive every gift from life, whether it is the internal qualities of courage, patience, persistence, kindness, strength, confidence, or the external success. Nothing will be in beyond their reach. All as a parent I need to do is find some time for the kids to experience my love. Last but not the least, giving happiness. And indeed, it's very hard to give happiness when I, as a parent, is not happy. When I, as a parent, is looking for happiness, looking for my partner to give it to me, looking for my kids to give it to me, then yes, giving happiness will become very, very conditional, very, very transient, because I'm not practicing real relationship. I am bringing business home, where I give only when I receive. And even in this giving happiness, many times we don't give it based on what other people need. For example, child's definition of happiness might be different from my definition. But many times as a parent, we impose it on them. Hey, I know what is better for you. This will bring you more happiness. This is better for you. So you be happy. This is really kind of a bossy way of giving happiness. The child says, no, I don't need this. I need that. And we say, no, be happy. This is what is better for you. Indeed, this does not mean if they want us to spend a lot of money or do something that is not good for them. We are not talking about those things. But there are many subtle things. It could be a preference on which subject they want to pursue, which classes they want to take, what kind of food they want to eat, as long as it is within the health boundary. When we take care of giving them happiness as per their definition, we honor their desire. If they are saying, hey, I would like to eat this kind of food, but I constantly force upon them, no, you need to eat every variety that is there in the house, then it is little bit of where we are imposing that, hey, for your sake, I'm doing all of this. Then that happiness really does not nourish them. And then we feel the burden. I am doing all this for you. I did this for your happiness. Now also you're not happy. I don't know what else to do. And that is why that third pillar of spending quality time is critical. When I spend that time where I'm only trying to understand my child at the deepest level, they will reveal to us what are some small things that bring them joy. And when we start taking care of those small joys, they will receive so much strength and nourishment from us that they won't be able to stop themselves from giving that same nourishment to you. So many times when we feel we are giving, giving, and giving and not receiving anything, it's good to check the quality of giving. Is it selfish? Is it bossy? Is it just as per my understanding? Or am I really wanting to give happiness as per their requirements? Highly recommend all of you to take the time out today to think deeply about everything we are discussing. By next week, majority of this content will be forgotten, and you will it I know that from the experience myself from and from many other people, that whatever is shared here feels really good. But this will be forgotten very quickly unless you take out the time and note down what are the things you liked, how will you implement it in your life practically today itself. You will see from today itself lot of things in your life will change. And every day, whatever you have noted down, read it again so that daily you are practicing a new way of living. This is the thing that made a huge difference in my life. I took out the time to churn on whatever I was listening to or whatever I was reading. And without any other effort, all the knowledge became practical. It practically flowed into my actions. Otherwise, it is just theory that will be forgotten. But spending little time to think about it, note down, write down, what is it that touched you and how will you change your life? You will see you are a changed person. Now, keeping these four pillars in our mind, um, you know, we need to now start talking about true love. Where there is true love, nothing is hard, difficult, complex, confusing, or tiring. As a parent, if I'm finding everything to be very difficult, very tiring, very stressful, then really my love is not in the immersed form at all. We all say we love our family, we love our kids, everything we are doing after all is only for kids. What else are we doing? That is our top priority. Then, if it is, why is family life fi- seeming difficult? Sometimes confusing. Raising kids can never be confusing where there is true love. True love brings so much clarity because there is no confusion about what is right, what is wrong, what is higher priority, what is lower priority. When love is in the emerged form, whenever we see you in your house, that love should be seen in our face. Everything we are doing should be done with smiles, with a lot of patience. But if I am actually feeling a lot of frustration, whole family life is feeling like a burden, like literally very, very hard work, then I'm not using the component love in a full green manner. There is some pollution in it. There is some weakness mixed in that love. True love will not cause you to experience hard work in doing anything. In Hindi they say it very beautifully, मोहब्बत में मेहनत नहीं होती. But when there is no mohabbat, when there is no love, everything seems very hard. I have to cook for my family, I have to clean, I have to do. It's a huge burden. So check throughout the day, are you finding family life to be very, very struggleful, full of efforts, very tiring? then I'm not using the component love. And our kids and family members are also not experiencing love. And then what do? I will give them a lecture how much I love. For their love, I'm doing everything. Love needs no words. It can be experienced every moment without saying a single word. In olden days, nobody used the word I love you, honey, darling, nothing. Nobody needed those words. Every action, every look made them experience love for each other. They didn't even have to wish each other happy birthday. They knew that they meant good. All their good wishes are already there for them. But if I am not experiencing all of that, then there is certainly some adulteration in my love. So we will, in the interest of time, I will actually go maybe through one more slide and then we can pause for question and answers. So experience during actions. If love is emerged, that is at every moment, I can clearly feel love for my family. Not when somebody shakes you and say, hey, Meghna, do you love your family? Yeah, yeah, I do. Of course I do. No, at every moment, I experience that love while whether I'm waking up my child, whether I'm driving them around, whether I'm cooking for them, cleaning for my family, whatever I am doing, am I experiencing that love? If I am not, then that means my love is not in an emerged manner. It is like for granted. Indeed, I love my family. Then ask yourself, if you love your family, you're doing everything for them. Why are you not experiencing love? Why are you instead experiencing everything else? Whether it is frustration, whether it is tiredness, whether it is anger, whatever you're experiencing, why? When you love your family, why are you experiencing something else? With that question, please do think about all of the things we talked. I want to open it up for Q&A, and then in the end, we will practice meditation. So feel free to unmute yourself and ask the questions that you might have, or post them on the Q&A or chat box.
Hello, Sister Meghna. This is Anamika. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Om Shanti, Anamika.
Om Shanti. Your all sessions are so wonderful that I cannot even tell you how much we all are gaining. And I literally love the word when you say mohabbat mein. What was that? Mohabbat mein mehnat nahi hoti. And this is so true in each and every relationship, it seems. But it's really wonderful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
My pleasure. Thank you, Anamika.
Mhm.
And thank you to Brahma Kumari's wonderful knowledge.
Oh, wow. I am blessed to have all this knowledge with Sister Kusum. So thank you again.
My pleasure. Monisha has a question on the Q&A. How do you handle teens? They refuse to listen. Um, Indeed, teens have their mind of their own. We talked about multiple things here. When we take the time to listen to them fully, understand them fully, it's a game, it's a matter of time when they will listen to us fully. So we need to take out the time. And in that time, we are not posing any kind of judgment. We are not trying to really, correct them. We are not trying to give them any advice. When they have been listened to, they will automatically listen. Yes, the recording will be posted on YouTube, our YouTube channel. And Pallavi Ben, if I can request you to please post the link on the chat where this will be posted. Thank you, Pallavi Ben. And how to practice love and respect is another question. It really starts, with loving the self. When we understand how to love ourselves in meditation, then automatically it becomes very easy to love everyone else. It's mainly because we have not learned the art to love ourselves. Majority of us dislike ourselves. Our love for the self is very conditional. And that is why you will find me repeatedly saying meditation. Meditation is a practice where I actually take out time to love myself. Even in the night before sleeping, I take out time to love myself. This love, when I fill myself with love, I don't need love at all from others. Otherwise, we are typically beggars who are asking for love, who are requesting family members to give us love. So, meditation is a key practice. This particular presentation, you would have to reach out to the center to for getting it. Typically, we don't share presentations. The recording is available, so please take advantage of that. Um, and so I'm hoping when the Q&A, it is okay to read the question. One of the questions is, I don't spend a lot of time with my 8-year-old. I see she will benefit from it, but I will feel very pulled in work, managing home, my own mental well-being. That makes my time divided between all. How do I prioritize time with my 8-year-old? I feel guilty. And you are not alone in this. I think many of us feel that we are not able to take out the time for the ones that we truly love. And indeed, all the things that you have mentioned were also in my list. Too much work, never, that work never gets done. And then we ourselves feel very tired after finishing office work, homework, our own body, taking care of our body, the body feeling tired, taking out time for ourselves, that we feel, where do I have time for my family members? But this is one of the things we are taught at Brahma Kumaris. And I started with this. I was at a point in my life where I literally felt I had no time for anything. Because I was someone who liked to do a lot of things by myself at home, like cooking meals, cleaning, a lot of things. And then at office, there is a lot of work. And then I would also have a lot of get togethers, many things I did, taking care of the body. So I felt as if I literally had no time for anything. And I used to feel so exhausted by Friday. Then I started, some book came to my life and I started a lot of spiritual practices. I took out the time in that busy life for meditation. And really, first priority should be me. In that me, it is not watching TV. In that me, it is not just morning walk. Prioritizing me does not mean going to some shopping or some spa treatment. That is not at all. That is just prioritizing the body, or prioritizing the closet, prioritizing some dirty mind that needs entertainment to entertain itself. Prioritizing the self means understanding what this mind is telling me, to listen to it with as a parent and bring it lot of calmness and peace. And I took out only half an hour in that busy schedule, and I found time for everything. A weak mind, a weak emotional state finds even small work to be very tiring. Now, literally, I sleep only for 5 to 6 hours and I am fresh. I don't need any naps, nothing. And I can continuously work for those 18, 19 hours because I'm nourishing my spirit, my emotional state. And when I have prioritized me, my next priority becomes every family member. My work can sit, dishes can sit, everything can wait, but I will take out the time because family members are souls. They are creating thoughts. They are disturbed. The whole environment of the house gets disturbed. Laundry can wait, everything can wait, even food can wait. But my time with the souls who are disturbed in the house, that should not wait. I should take out the time to be with them. And in the beginning, first month, you will find a lot of discomfort because you're used to prioritizing work. I will blatantly say, majority of us prioritize work the most. Even though we will say, no, my family is the most important, check. If it is most important, you will every day find time to spend quality time with them. And then if you are important, you will find that quality time in meditation for yourself. Majority of us prioritize work over everything, which is the last priority. And again, these are very closely tied together. It doesn't mean I'm prioritizing myself and kid means I will neglect all the work. No, it's just a very subtle difference, that if all three factors, if work is pulling me, whether it is office or homework, housework, or whether it is my family, it should be very clear. First, am I peaceful? Take care, go and be with the family. Give that peace to them. Till they are not okay, don't touch work. It's really very subtle. Um, for meditation videos, again, the link that Sister Pallavi shared on the chat has many meditation commentaries. We conduct meditation daily, live meditation, including me and many other students at Brahma Kumaris. We take turns to conduct live meditation every day, 7:30 to 8. And when you practice live meditation in a group, you will experience a lot more peace than watching it as a recording. So, highly recommend you all to join us in this meditation. And we are all out of time. So, there are some more questions. Um, but let's ask them, let's ask them in our next upcoming class. If you do have a minute, please stay back for a short meditation. Otherwise, I will see you all next week for this same class, Sustaining Kids. Um, let me just. I am a being of light, a light whose brightness is due to its quality of love. I am a gushing river of love. This river exists within me. Each human soul has a gushing river of love. Some are using it by giving it to others, and some are expecting others to give, and hence their rivers seem to be dried up. But every time I feel I am not loved, that I need love, I need to remember that love is my natural quality that every time I give love, I receive it, and I am a child of ocean of love, God. As a child, I inherit love in abundance from God. Just few thoughts that I am a being of love, that I am the child of ocean of love, that love is naturally flowing within me, enables me to experience love and spread it through my vibrations, words, and actions to every family member. I am a deity of love. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Hope you have a wonderful day and a beautiful week. And we'll see you again next